Okay, so welcome back, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Jessica. If you follow me on TikTok, you'll already know this secret, but I pull out my hair when I'm stressed. And it's something that I've definitely got more of a grasp on than I had in the past, but I'm still not fully there with not pulling my hair out. I have made a lot of progress, and I've got a patch at the back of my head that has regrown or is starting to regrow. It's got a good couple of inches on it. I'll insert some photos, it's slightly blurred. How many inches of growth I've got on this patch that starts to regrow. I'm just gonna keep feeling until I get to like the longest part, which is there. So how many inches is that? 6! I was expecting it to be like 3, 2, 6. I'm so impressed. On TikTok, I was doing this series where I was posting every Thursday, and it was called Thursday Trish Talks, where I would do a check-in about my hair pulling. So hair pulling itself, there is a term for it, and it's trichotillomania. I'll insert the full definition here, but it's essentially, for me anyway, I pull my hair out when I'm stressed, and it's not something that I have control over, as in quite often I don't realise that I'm doing it. It's just it's not natural, it's unnatural, but it's just the response that my body and my brain goes to, is to pull up my hair, which I know sounds really weird, particularly if you don't struggle with it. Then it sounds really insane, like you pull your own hair out. It just sounds really kind of weird. I basically stopped posting those videos on TikTok because whilst they were doing well, people were asking for advice and asking questions and just like an open discussion. I feel like that kind of content sits better with YouTube. So I thought that I would transition my Thursday Trish Talks over to my channel. And if you're asking yourself, who is Trish? What is Trish? Where does she come into it? Basically, I really don't like the word trichotillomania, so I call my hair pulling Trish, and sometimes I'll say like, oh, it's not me pulling my hair, it's Trish. Which sounds really weird, but that's what works for me to try and sort of separate myself from it so I don't kind of get consumed by it, if that makes sense. This is the first week of my hair pulling diary, so I'll just kick off with taking a little look. This is a new patch.
I know there's a couple of bold patches, but progress is not linear. So the microphone brush is back. It's time for Thursday Trish Talks. To answer some questions that I had off the back of my last video. I'll be honest, I don't have any faith that hair oiling actually helps your hair to grow. Okay, so somehow it's Thursday again already, and microphone brush is back. Time for another Thursday Trish Talks.
So the structure essentially with my TikTok videos was that every week I was doing a check-in, so I was looking at how much my hair had regrown, or if I'd had any progress made that week, if I'd had any like steps backwards and negative things that had happened and more hair that I'd pulled out. Basically just like a digital diary of what was going on each week and how it was affecting me and how it was affecting my hair. And then I was also talking quite openly about like why I pull out my hair, what methods I found that are actually using to help me with pulling out my hair, and that also generated discussion. So people were commenting, people were sending me messages, and they were like, what can I do, like I'm really struggling, I can't find anything, it's helping me, like how have you done this? And I want to continue that discussion and grow that discussion, which, like I said, I think YouTube is probably the best place for that. So we're going to class this as my introduction to my weekly Thursday Trish Talk videos. So I'm going to post every Thursday at 6 p.m. UK time. So there's a couple of main themes I'm going to talk about every Thursday, and it's going to be recommendations, mostly strategy recommendations, because products for me I feel like come into it less. There are certain products that I'm using to try and help me with regrowing my hair, but in terms of actually stopping the habit, I don't really feel like you need to go out there and start buying things. I'll obviously do the check-ins and my personal sort of experience that week. I'm going to start doing more story times, like public perceptions and public reactions to if I've been pulling my hair in public, because I do have a few stories of things that have happened where I've been pulling my hair, and like I said, quite often I don't know that I'm doing it, so it comes as a shock to me when I get approached by someone, and I've been told off by someone as well of pulling my hair before, so I will incorporate that into one of the Thursday Trish Talks. And linked to that, myth busting, because there's a lot of things online and a lot of negativity around sort of coping mechanisms for stress and hair pulling in particular, so I'm going to break down some of those as well. In terms of the first week, I'm going to do a Q&A. So I've had a lot of questions on my TikTok, so I'm going to go through and answer a whole list of those, and then hopefully that can generate some discussion, and then the videos will sort of flow from there. So that's it for my introduction to Trish, and if you want to see more videos like this, if you're someone that's struggling with trichotillomania, or you know somebody that is and you just want to be able to provide that support system for them, or you just want to educate yourself and you don't know anything about it and you've never heard of it before, then please drop this video a like, comment any questions that might feed into my Q&A next week, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.